Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think he has to win that cup final, plain and simple. I think he's had, 6 attempts at Celtic now, and 7 in a row without a win is just totally unacceptable for a Rangers manager. He just cannot stay if he loses that final. But the one slight caveat I will give to that is, I think, given how unexpected it is that we might win this final, I think if he were to do it, then he'd maybe get a second chance, because it would be such a big shock and we'd all be absolutely delighted about it. I think that's the only way he can even possibly turn it around. He's got to win that cup final. Simple as.
I was on this morning with Martin, and somebody in the comment, I can't remember who it was, forgive me, whoever it was, mentioned the fact that, is there a tipping point, for the fans and, the manager and the situation? And I was like, well, it's not us, it's the problem. I think most of us have tipped over and we're convinced that he's not right. But my question was then at what point do the board decide is the tipping point? That's my question. So for you two guys just now, at what point do the board go, we're either not making progress or results aren't good enough? We've sacked managers for a lot less than what Clement is on just now. And I'm just wondering when the board's tipping point is. When will they pull the trigger?
I think on that, Brian, I think it was after the Dundee United game we dropped points. I think it was the next day the Rangers board sent out the Rangers review that we're getting Patrick Stewart in as CEO. And you look at the date, it was the day after the cup final, I think, that he's to come in. So it's just speculation on my part, but I think what might happen is they're going to give him the cup final, which I totally disagree with, but they're going to give him the cup final. And if he loses that will then be the first job of the new CEO. Because I think what that does is it almost puts the responsibility onto him rather than the kind of directors that have already been there. Like, kind of puts the egg off their face a wee bit in that sense. So I just think it's too coincidental that he's coming in the day after the cup final. I think there has to be some reason behind that. So I suspect that if he's to lose that game, Patrick Stewart will sack him the day after.
I don't think if we lose, unless it's like a pumping, which it very well could be, I don't think he'll get the P45 after that, and I'll tell you why. This board, they're not the best, as we know. They are determined to back their man. They will keep doing that because their new CEO will be in. The new CEO will not want to, surely to God, pull the trigger on someone that day or the next day after they come in. You would think, but I would like to be wrong if it came to that, unfortunately. I reckon he will get to the end of the season.
I would suggest, though, it all depends on the manner of the result against
Yes,
Celtic.
mate. Yeah, pumping or not. If you come up with it and you just get beat like 2-1 or something, or 1-0 and we'll play brilliantly, then we'd be done. Then we'd be done by quality. Because let's not lie and kid ourselves, guys. That lot are a better team. They have better players, at least in a number of positions. And I don't like to say that, but I'm a realist. So if we do the things that we should be doing, playing well, playing for each other, getting the simple stuff done, outrunning them or at least matching them for passion and quality and fitness, I wouldn't say I would like it, but I can accept it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just to touch on that as well, Trev, I think that was a big reason why there was a lot of patience with Steven Gerrard. Is people talk about the Old Firm victories, and they were great, but I even thought the games we lost against them under Steven Gerrard, we were always competitive. You know what I mean? I never thought we were really hiding or shirking the jersey, whereas since he's left, some of the Old Firm defeats have been just disgraceful. You know what I mean? Like, not showing the bare minimum of effort, standards, passion, etc. So you're totally right. There's a way to lose these games, and I think, as you say, they are so much better than us. I think we could not accept, but we could kind of, rationalise, losing on quality. But what we cannot see under any circumstances is just downing tools or getting up after 10 minutes again, because that is just nowhere near good enough for this football club. I don't care how bad our players are, you know what I mean? Like, if anyone else was on that pitch against Celtic, we die on that park, you know what I mean? We just want to see that for the players, so bare minimum's got to be that.